Hey guys, it's Emma. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, the board game is back to pick my September TBR. I haven't done a video like this, I think since maybe June or maybe July. I'm not really sure because I was kind of getting in a slump, so I wanted to be able to pick my own books. So I still set like a TBR for myself, but it was books that I chose to be on my TBR. And I actually did pretty good with them. I read a few, but we're back to use the board game as a TBR. We have the same little board, but I did switch out some of the papers and the cards because I was honestly thinking about it, and a lot of the things I had like written down or written on the cards, it was books that I have to read like on my phone. And one of my goals this year is to get through a lot of my physical TBR, and I barely had any books on my physical TBR, so every single book that I have on my shelf is somehow included into the little papers now, or the cards that you have to pick a book. So now it's almost guaranteed that we will be picking a book that is on my TBR, which is even better because that makes me get through my physical TBR. So we're going to start. I'm actually going to set it up because I don't have anything on the board yet, so I have to put the cards on the board. I'm going to shuffle these. Oh, they're stuck together. Oh, because I didn't make new ones, I kind of just used whiteout because I didn't want to make new ones, and I didn't know where the rest of the extra like cardboard was. Wasn't able to find it, so we just put whiteout on them and I replaced them with books that are on my physical TBR. Now we're going to do the prompts. The prompts I all kept the same because that's just any prompt. I could pick any book from my physical TBR, but we're going to shuffle these and then we're going to grab our dice. We are going to start. I'm going to record on my phone so you guys can see the board. I hope I'm able to record because my phone almost has full storage, so hopefully it'll be able to get everything I want to record. I have to get my little thing that I move with. Okay, we're going to start. So we're going to get my dice and roll 11. So we're going to move 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have to pick one fantasy from the Ziploc. That's our first one. Let's do our second roll. 7. So we always skip these because still have not figured out what that's supposed to be. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll save that for later to pick. Now we're going to do our third roll. Oh, wait. Should we roll again? We'll just roll this one again. We'll leave the 1. Okay, 6. So 1, 2, 3, skip this, 4, 5, 6. So we have to pick a romance and a fantasy so far. I think this is going to be our fourth roll. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another one of these. I really want a prompt, and this is our last roll, so I really hope we're able to get a prompt. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh wait, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yay! So I skipped this one. I wasn't cheating. We always skip this one. So perfect. So we have 3 cards that we're going to be picking from, 1 prompt, 2 that already give us specific book titles, and then we have to pick from here. So I think that's what we're going to do first. So first one we landed on was a fantasy, so we have to somehow pick a purple one. Okay, I just don't want to look like I'm cheating, so okay, let's see what this is. So the first one is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I have this book on my shelf. So this book I got because Sarah Caroli read it and she really liked it. She like almost gave it 5 stars. And I'm pretty sure this is about a girl that passed away in a library or something, and she's like kind of a ghost now, I think. And no one can see her except this one guy, but I'm not really sure. So let's read it. It says, in a moment of desperation, a young woman named Adeline meets a dangerous stranger and makes a terrible mistake. It will be 300 years before she stumbles into a hidden bookstore and discovers someone who can remember her name, and suddenly everything changes again. So it's like everyone goes into the bookstore and just doesn't remember her or doesn't see her or something, and there's one guy that every time he goes in, he sees her and he remembers her name. And it's something like that, but I've heard that it's like such a beautiful book, and I've really been anticipating this one. The only one about this is that it's like not a normal size book. It is taller than usual books, and you know, the words aren't that big, so kind of scared about this one. But if it's a good book, I think I'm gonna be excited to read it. So that's the first book we picked. Now we're going to pick our romance paper. Okay, we'll do this one. Oh. Let's see if you guys can read that. I see it. Wild Love. Yes, I'm so excited about this one. This is Wild Love. I don't know if you guys have heard. If you haven't, you're probably living under a rock. But this is Elsie Silver's new series. It's the first book. Wild Eyes, I think, comes out when this video comes out. I think it comes out like September 3rd. But I still haven't read this one. I still need to finish Chestnut Springs, which that is my plan. But I still need to read Hopeless, the last book, which I don't know if you guys can see. It's this one right here. And then I want to read Wild Love. And now that it's on my TBR, I am so excited because I definitely do want to catch up to Elsie Silver's books. So yeah, I'm really excited about this one. I think all the books in this series are going to be single father. Let's read the back. It says, Forbes may have labeled Ford Grant the world's hottest billionaire, but all he cares about is escaping the press and opening a recording studio in gorgeous small town Rose Hill. Something that comes to a screeching halt when he ends up face to face with a young girl who claims he's her biological father. Now he spends his days balancing business with parenting a sullen 12-year-old, all while trying desperately to keep his hands the hell off his best friend's sister, Rosie Belmont. After living in the city, Rosie came blasting back into town like a storm, beautiful, messy, and chaotic, and one wide-eyed, desperate plea for a job is all it takes for Ford to hire her. He vows to keep her at arm's length, tries to stick to scowls and grumpy one-liners, but with her, verbal sparring is a type of foreplay, friction that soon turns to blistering heat. Ford knows damn well he shouldn't cross this line, but shouldn't and can't are very two different things, and the only thing he truly can't do is resist her. I love it. I love it. I'm so excited. I've heard that this book is so good. I've heard people give it 5 stars, or if not, it's like in the high 4-star range. So I'm really, really excited about this one. Now we're going to look at the cards we picked. So let's do the ones that automatically pick a book for us. So this is the first one. Don't mind the whiteout on these, but if only I had told her. So this is the sequel book that comes right after If He Had Been With Me. And I've heard some people say they're disappointed with this one and that they didn't really need a second book. But I, of course, want to read it because I loved If Only He Had Been With Me. And I feel like this one is going to be just so sad because the point of view of this book, yeah, I'm going to lose it. But yeah, I don't know if I want to read this book because this is like going to be a sad book. I don't know if I'm in the mood yet to read sad books. But maybe I will. Like, we're entering fall season. I don't know if this is really a fall book. I would rather read it in like the winter because I feel like that's like the sadder season where I want to read all the sad books. But now that it's on my TBR, it's higher on my radar. So that is the first book that we picked from the card. Now we're going to do the second card, which I don't know which side is upside down or not. Things We Left Behind. Okay, I actually read this book the month that just passed, August. You guys will see that in my August wrap-up, but I did read this book, so we have to pick another card. So let's do that. I don't know if you guys can see. This says, In the Likely Event. This one I'm really excited for. This book is by Rebecca Yarros. My best friend actually just read this book, and she said that she really, really liked it. And I'm actually surprised that she read it because I hadn't heard anything about this book. I was just walking around Target and I read the back and it sounded interesting. And then recently she told me, she was like, oh, have you heard this book? Like, I just read it and it was really good. And I was like, I literally have that book on my shelf. I haven't read it yet. Yeah, but the back. Let's read the back so that we can all get a better understanding. When Izzy Astor gets on a plane to go home, she isn't expecting much. It's the usual holiday travel experience. Busy, crowded, and stressful. Then she spots her seatmate, who is anything but ordinary. Nate Felon sports dark hair, blue eyes, and a deliciously rugged charm that Izzy can't resist. Their connection is undeniable. Izzy never believed in destiny before, but she does now. Just 90 seconds after takeoff, their plane goes down in the Missouri River. Their lives change. They change. Nate goes on to a career in the military where Izzy finds her way into politics. Despite a few chance encounters over the years, the timing never feels right. Then comes high-stakes reunion in Afghanistan, where Nate is tasked with protecting Izzy's life, who do anything to keep her safe and everything to win her heart. This sounds like a great book because it's like high stakes. Like, they're like going to war type situation. Like, this is a very realistic book, and I love when books are super realistic because they just make you feel more than like a typical cute little romance book. So I'm excited about this one, especially because me and my best friend Julia, we were just talking about this book. Okay, the last book we're gonna pick is gonna be based off this prompt. So I'm gonna have you guys read it first. Book with more than 350 pages. Okay, this is kind of like a free range. And I think I know which one I'm gonna pick already. If it does have more than 350. Let's check. Let me look just in case. Okay, yeah. I think the book I'm gonna pick is Hopeless by Elsie Silver. I was just talking about this book, but it is the last book in the Chestnut Spring series. It came out last year, I'm pretty sure, and I still have not gotten to it. I've been reading the series. I just finished the book that's right before this in August. So I really want to get to this book. I want to finish the series. I'm excited about this book because it's about Beau, and he was my favorite brother from the beginning. I'm really excited to hear his story. I've heard a lot of people say they were disappointed by this book, which is so sad when like everyone's excited for the last book and then people are always disappointed by the last book. I am excited for this one. Just obviously I want to form my own opinion, but I am really, really excited. So this is the book I'm gonna add for more than 350 pages. It is, I will show you guys right now, it's 533 pages. So this is a book I'm going to add to my TBR. So this month, I think might be the first TBR video that we have all physical books, which is so much more ideal because I do want to get through my physical TBR. So these are all the books that are on my physical TBR. The first book we picked was The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, Wild Love by Elsie Silver, If Only I Had Told Her, In the Likely Event by Rebecca Yarros, and Hopeless by Elsie Silver. I am so excited about this TBR. I obviously don't know if I'll get to all of them. I really hope I do, but if I don't, it's okay. I do know for sure I will be reading Hopeless, so that's at least one book that will be off my TBR, but hopefully I can get to all of them. If not, I definitely want to read all of these soon anyway. So yeah, that is my TBR for September. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that you see the next video that I'll be posting, which is most likely going to be my August wrap up. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye!